Hi y'all, Kraken Latte here. It's that time again where I bring you my tips, facts, or experience that you may or may not find helpful. Happy 18th anniversary, everyone! World of Warcraft is now a legal adult in the United States, so we can officially marry our favorite game. Awkward! Jokes aside though, you read the title of this video, you want to know how to get a crazy 98% XP buff for this week only. Much like the previous XP stacking we've had over the last month, the stars of Azeroth have aligned once more to grant us this wild opportunity with the arrival of the 18th anniversary and the Darkmoon Fair. So, the Winds of Wisdom 50% XP buff is still here and will remain until the 15th of November, when pre-patch Phase 2 drops with the arrival of the Drakthir and the Elemental Invasions. Just like before, this buff works from level 10 to 59, so that's buff number 1. Buff number 2 is the 18th anniversary buff. You get this by opening your mail, and then opening the gift you've got in there, and using the Warcraft logo item, which will grant you 18% increased XP and reputation gains. This buff is with us until the 27th of November, right before Dragonflight launches. Buff number 3, as you might guess, is War Mode. War Mode is always here, and is always at least a base 10% XP increase if you have it on. The downside is that you can't turn it on until level 20. Buff number 4 is, you guessed it, the Darkmoon Fair's Wii buff. This event is the reason that you can only stack up to 98% during this specific week. Because the Darkmoon Fair, well, it only lasts a week. You can use this at any level though, so that's good. And for buff number 5, we have the Draught, or Draft, depending on where you're from, of 10 lands. This is an elixir type of item that you can buy from the 7th Legion or Honor-bound vendors in Borealis or Zuldazar for 5 service medals each, which will grant you another 10% XP. But you can't use it after level 50, so 10 to 50 lobies only. And on that note, the service medals are a bit of a pain to farm, and can be hard to stock up on a short term's notice, just because the only sources are the 7th Legion or Honor-bound Paragon chests, the BFA Assault quests, Darkshore and Arathi World quests, and Warfront weekly quests, all of which are on timed rotations and not easy to farm in great number. Regardless, I'm including this one because if you're like me and had a bunch of service medals laying around from BFA on alts, you can spend those on these. Between those 5 buffs, that means between levels 20 and 50, you can have a delicious 98 XP increase for leveling. That's kind of insane. And even if you don't turn on War Mode, that's still 88%. And even without the draft of 10 lands, that's still 78%. So it's still really high, so definitely a good time to do that right now. And as a reminder, leveling changes are coming on the 15th with pre-patch Phase 2 as well. Shadowlands is being added to Chromie Time, Threads of Fate is being removed, BFA Zones and Chromie Time will both scale up to level 60, and the XP needed for the entire 1 to 60 stretch has been reduced. So it's up to you when you choose to level. And there we have it. If you think I've missed information or you want to request I do a specific guide, let me know in the comments below. Even if I don't answer you, I just might add your idea to my list. As always, thank you so much for watching, and remember, it's never too latte.